What's up, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to talk about how I'm able to code in 4 hours without any breaks. Now, I was able to get to this point with consistency and having a daily habit to improve my productivity and finding different ways to do that. So I was able to, kind of do research on like different habits that I could adapt to become more productive and at the same time really have more time in the day to do other things. So the first thing I started off with was to just start small, right? Start with at least 30 minutes to an hour a day and then code for that time frame, then take 5 to 10 minute break and then repeat that cycle. And then the more you do it, the more breaks that you can add in between that. And it's going to help you become more consistent and have a habit of coding at a particular time frame and getting things done that you need to get done, pushing towards your goal for the week. Let me just break down exactly how I'm able to achieve this so easily. First and foremost, what I would do is look at what I'm doing for the week. If I have a particular goal for the week, I focus on that first, right? And then I break that down, like whatever the task is, I would break it down into smaller pieces and pick the hardest part to do first. And then the second hardest, third hardest, so on and so forth until I get it done. Because I noticed that working on the easiest stuff makes it, you get little wins, right? Like you get things done. And then when it comes to the hard thing, you kind of like pushing it off. Like, I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. Or like, I don't have to deal with this right at the second. And then once you get to that hard part, you're going to get frustrated and you're not going to really dedicate time to figure out how to solve a complex problem. So dealing with it then and there, just getting that out the way will give you more confidence to work through the other requirements and get things done in your project. Okay, so always break your tasks down into smaller pieces and understand what's the hardest part and then, categorize them from hardest to easiest. And I will assure you that you will get a lot of stuff done and you will be able to code effectively for 4 hours. This takes time. This takes consistency. This is a habit that you have to build to accomplish. And, think about like working out, right? Go to the gym and you want to build muscle. The first thing that you would do, you obviously would do the research and understand exactly like how can I build muscle, right? There's many different workout programs that you could adapt. And the biggest thing is just showing up at the gym and, working out, sticking to that plan. Not a lot of people stick to the plan because either it's too hard or they're discouraged. For example, you're staying consistent and you're working out and you're noticing that you're getting stronger and you're actually building muscle. What you need to do too, if you want to get stronger, is to use the methodology of progressive overload. So progressive overload is when you start off with a weight that you're comfortable with and then add maybe 2.5 pounds to 5 pounds, right? To your goal and try to get, say if your rep range is from 10 to 15 reps, try to get that every single set as you progressively add 2 pounds or 5 pounds to your weight goal, right? Then once you get to a weight where you're really struggling and you're only getting 6 to 8 reps, that means that you have to stick with that weight and start to build a foundation to get stronger. And the way to do that is just to, okay, I'm at the 8th rep and that's the hardest rep. Add a little bit more weight to that. And you're going to notice that, okay, now I can only do this for 5 reps. If you consistently do that week to week, the set that you did 8 reps might turn into 10 reps or 15. And that's because you're adding weight and you're building muscle. You're building your body to adapt to the weight load. And it has no choice but to get stronger, right? So this is the same thing with trying to get to that 4 hour goal. You're not going to get there the first day. If you sit there the first day, try to code out something for 4 hours, you're going to be discouraged. I could tell you that. So start off with just 20 to 30 minutes a day. If that's too easy, do an hour. If that's too easy, go to 2 hours and so on and so forth. Okay. That's how you're going to build your consistency. And that's how you're going to create a habit to where you're actually writing code within those 4 hours and getting things done. Last thing I'll say is, you have to understand your why. Like, why do you want to code for 4 hours? Is it productivity? Is it, something that you want to get done effectively? Do you want to be a better programmer for it? Definitely, I feel like less is more. And, doing an hour a day to 4 hours a day of just strictly coding and really getting things done is going to help you solve problems more quickly, understand what is important, and not waste time on the things that don't matter to where you're not getting anywhere. Okay. So if you understand exactly why you want to get to that 4 hours, and if you're seeing progress along the way, stick with that routine every single day and just continue to build and grow. And all these other problems, all these complex problems that you're trying to solve day to day, you're going to be able to do it with ease. You're not going to have any drawbacks to writing your code and finding bugs and going through that same cycle over and over again that you're not completing the task at hand. You're going to be able to do that easily and effectively and get things done. And then another thing too, I want to remove distractions. Like, you can see in the background, like my TV's off, right? My TV's off. My phone is usually in the other room. I'm using it to record. But I usually don't have my phone here on the desk because I know it's going to be a major distraction. So getting rid of distractions to where you could sit there effectively, have your headphones in, right? Listen to like a podcast, have some music on, really tune into what you need to do. You're going to notice that 4 hours are going to go by and you're going to get a lot more done without having any distractions whatsoever. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys are coding for 4 hours and how has it helped you, and whether this video has helped you get to that goal and what you need to do. All right. We'll talk soon.